Lifeweaver was released almost 3 years ago, in April 2023. Since then, he has received more than 40 buffs, and yet, we still haven't seen him be meta at all during these years. And I hate that because I was so excited when he was released. There have been some attempts at making him work in pro play. Players like Rakatak, FD God, Admiral, or Yu Hong looking him in for a couple of games, or in ranked across all ratings. But the fact is that Lifeweaver being meta never became a reality. More like a, guys, we won a game with Lifeweaver XD type of angle. I've seen some LW mains master the hero and pull off some incredible things, and personally, I don't mind having him on my team as it lets me play a bit more reckless because he can bail me out so I can read Twitch chat more. But that's not the general consensus, okay? A lot of people avoid Lifeweaver mains, and that's sad because the hero is super interesting and I think he needs a bit of help. Why does he need a rework? Well, imagine you come back from school or work, start up Overwatch, queue up for a game, and both teams play the meta, which let's say is Roadhog, Junkrat, Sombra, Lifeweaver, Moira. Do you queue up again? Probably not. You can make that team comp viable by increasing the numbers to a ridiculous amount, and it would be a pain to play against. Blizzard has been trying it the last couple of years to rework Roadhog and Sombra, and they have yet to come up with a successful result. But there has been no official talk about a Lifeweaver rework, who I think is in a similar position. I do not know of a single player that is excited to have a Lifeweaver in their team. If you are, please let me know in the comments. But I feel like everybody's like, okay dude, whatever, just don't pull me randomly. And it sucks because Lifeweaver mains can pull off miracles in teamfights that go unseen. Sadly, Lifeweaver support main, and be under constant pressure from teammates to swap or get backseated for not using their pull properly. Not to mention that what do you do if your teammates get deffed? Which can happen to everybody. You'll just tickle the enemy until someone dies? The only way you can lock in is if the enemies dive and kill you because of bad cooldown management, or if you find a way to body block them with a tree or pedal platform. Chill maxing in the back might be your cup of tea, but you can't tell me you don't get frustrated when you play very well but feel powerless to secure the win. For his teammates, he doesn't actively contribute to winning as he has a very defensive kit, which ends up putting more pressure on his teammates to perform and do something to the enemies. Overwatch is objective based. Push the payload, capture the point, defend that spot. And to win the game, you have to participate in teamfights actively, unless Blizzard servers are attacked by Talon and crash randomly. Lifeweaver waits to punish enemy mistakes or to help cover for his teammates' mistakes, but it would be way easier for him to do something to the enemies to force a mistake, rather than just wait for something to happen. This is why it's so hard to carry with him as well. Enemies are not afraid of Lifeweaver, they are just mildly annoyed. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying you can't have fun with Lifeweaver, I'm just saying that would be pretty nice to have more fun with him if you can actually do something to the enemies so that you don't feel that powerless even if you have a perfect game. Why is his kit problematic? It pains me to say this, but Lifeweaver is a healer, not a support. Out of every single support, I feel that he has the lowest carry potential. It encourages a hyper-defensive playstyle while not even providing amazing defensive tools. I mean, Life Grip pulls one ally back, but I mean you can just Suzu him, no? 3 of Life does AoE healing, some overhealth, but I mean we can just use Sound Barrier, no? The hyper-defensive playstyle would be fine if his numbers would be insane. For example, his Healing Blossom does 200 healing, which is frustrating to play against and not a good idea. So you have two options. You either let him do more stuff to the enemies, or give irrefusable utility to your allies. I've tried to play Lifeweaver so many times in the last couple of years. If my team wasn't popping off, I would just lose. My playmaking potential of actively doing something to the enemy wasn't high. The occasional 3 body block or enemies messing up, so I would just pray that my teammates carried. And I did not even get into how clunky his kit feels. There's no reason for him to have that animation delay swapping between firing modes. It's 2026 Overwatch, and the game is super fast. You can't stop to contemplate and plan if you need heal or damage for the next seconds. You need to be able to adjust your plan in a split second. For me, I feel like my brain is on 200 ping when playing him. Do I heal? Do I damage? Place a pedal, destroy the pedal, dash away. Everything takes time to do. It's choice paralysis. Make him more fluid. Look at Wuyang. What does he need reworked? We need some abilities changed, we need the entire kit, do we need to delete him from the game? What's up? We're entering brainstorming territory. There is no bad idea, and the more the better. But it is essential to keep his design and identity intact because, in the end, he's a cool hero. So here's what I would do. What should stay in his kit? Primary Fire, the Thorns, his Rejuvenating Dash, the Escape Tool, and 3 of Life, his ultimate. Let the primary fire have one firing mode, the Thorns. They can do damage to enemies or heal allies. Simple. Kinda like how Juno primary fire is. His damage output is actually good right now, but if your teammates see you do it non-stop instead of healing them, consequences. Like with other heroes, you look at the enemy, and then your teammates ask you for healing, you turn around, you heal them. Well, with Lifeweaver right now, it's I look and shoot the enemy, then ally asks for healing. Okay, bro, let me just put my phone back in my pocket, and now I'm paying attention to you, and now I can heal you. You know what I mean? Like, it has to be either faster or instant. So one firing mode is the way to go. Rejuvenating dash, keep it like that. It feels good. Tree of Life, tons of ideas I've heard here throughout the years. It could root enemies, increase the cooldowns of the enemies in the area, or you could go with a different approach and it could buff allies in unconventional ways. Let's say everybody gets a super jump that I can use for the next 30 seconds. Yes, I'm manifesting on a jetpack. So please, Blizzard, something that brings life into his kit. Hehe. What should be replaced or modified? I've chatted about the primary fire earlier, but I haven't said anything about a healing blossom. That part of his kit could be reworked into an ability or a perk. I'm thinking something that could work like Torbjorn armor packs back in Overwatch 1. Or if they want to go with a more proactive perk angle, it could replace health packs with a poison effect if the enemies pick it up. A good contact to Tracer, Bolt, Doomfist. I'm contemplating how strong Hanzo's hack health pack perk is, so why not? Next up, the pedal platform. I feel like they'll never give up on this, no matter what. So let's just make it feel good. Somehow make the height adjustable. Instead of it going from 0% height to 100% height, let me be able to stop it at 6-7% height so that I have a perfect line of sight instead of be vulnerable on top of it. And lastly, the life grip. First off, make the cleansing grasp perk the default life grip. It cleanses, and if you pull someone affected by a negative effect, the cooldown gets decreased. W. Now, let's give your allies more control over it. Throw it on the floor and your teammates can pick it up within a couple of seconds if they want or not, similar to how Thresh works in League of Legends. This way, you keep the cooldown management aspect of it, give your teammates the decision to take it or not, and if it is destroyable, it increases the skill ceiling of it as well. So that's about it for this video. I know it's a short one, but I really wanted to discuss this because I feel like support players don't have a lot of options currently, and I hope that starting from February, when they're gonna be releasing the new big update of Overwatch, more heroes are gonna be viable and maybe we're gonna be getting more supports. But the thing is, I got the idea for it after going through the support roster and thinking about when I would pick Lifeweaver. And the conclusion was that if my damage and tank players worked better, I could play to survive and chill. But that's not good. I'm putting too much trust in them, and who trusts their teammates in ranked? I want the hero to succeed. He has insane potential and is super cool, but he needs some help. Even if some little things get changed to a more proactive approach or irrefusable utility angle, it could be enough to make him an amazing pick and a great hero for any support player to master. Please let me know in the comments what are your thoughts on the topic. I'll be seeing you live on streams on Twitch, YouTube, and TikTok, or in the next YouTube video. Don't forget to join the community also on Discord. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe, please. Anyway, take care everybody. Until next time, ML7 out. Hey, I'm Olaf. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to subscribe. Meow.